What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, back at it on this fine Monday afternoon. Ready to talk about crypto, ready to take on this week. We've had a great weekend in crypto, being that we had some nice price action, but before we jump into price action, before we talk about all that crazy stuff, I want to say hi to my friends in the chat. I see Randy and Emma are here. Paul, nice to see you. John Germain, nice to see you. Nash, nice to see you. Ian, Adam, good morning. Travis, good morning. Christopher, watch the 200-day moving average. I actually was. That's actually funny you mentioned that. I did have that little indicator on my charts yesterday. Nice to see you, Marky Mark. Good morning. How's it going? Happy mega official 10,000 houses NFT. Happy Monday. Lucas, good morning. Colin, what's up? So many people here this morning. So many people in the chat. Again, if you're here, if you're feeling zesty, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and share the stream out with friends. The more we talk in the chat, the more we interact with the stream, the more YouTube is nice and shares the stream out with more people to catch up on the news. Optic, nice to see you. BBB is here. Nice to see you. Friends, let's get into the nitty gritty. Again, I see so many people flowing in. Make sure you show some love to the stream. Let's get after it. I'm so happy on this Monday morning. I'm ready to talk about the news, hang out with you guys, and just drop alpha because that's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. Friends on TikTok, again, make sure you're showing love to the stream. I know people are piling in over there as well. Let's jump into the news. Bitcoin. Woo! Sitting at $20,999 right now. It was just that 21,000. Please go back for the stream. Please, Bitcoin, show me some love right now. Up 0.47% in the past 24 hours. However, the past 7 days, 21%. A nice clean 21,000 for us on the stream, friends. We just broke $21,000 Bitcoin again. Let's get it. Hopefully it stays above Ethereum, at $1,550, up 0.17% in the past 24 hours, but up 16% in the past 7 days. So Bitcoin moving a little bit more than ETH. We have Litecoin, $86, did hit a high of, I think it was $90-something over the weekend, down 1.75% in the past 24 hours, but up 4.23% on this past 7 days. What was the height on Litecoin this weekend? Let's take a gander, and we'll take a look at Bitcoin's high as well. The high was, $90. $90.64 was Litecoin's high. Over the weekend, Bitcoin's high was, let's get it, 7 days, 21,276 according to CoinMarketCap. But I did believe I saw higher than that with another charter. So there we go. Bitcoin, of course, making moves. Very happy to see 21K Bitcoin, seeing some price action. Always makes us happy. A lot of people did not expect $21,000 Bitcoin to happen. So who knows what's next, friends? If you guys are bullish, if you guys are bearish, let me know in the chat. I do actually have a poll up right now. If you guys are feeling bullish, if you feel the bull run is coming back, then let me know. I will check that poll towards the end of the stream. As always, we talk about Elon Musk on this show. He was saying Instagram makes people depressed and Twitter makes people angry. Which is better? Honestly, Instagram is a little bit of whatever. I think on every social media, it depends on what you're watching. I think Twitter doesn't make people angry. I think it has all of the emotions mixed in, which I feel like is better because people are more expressive and every niche gets hit. In addition, he's also launching rockets. And he's saying, and that's how we'll land on Mars, talking about one of the rockets just landing here. He also tweeted 12 hours ago, kudos to the BBC for self-labeling as state affiliation. Again, he has so much going on with the mainstream media. He is shooting himself in the feet. We're talking about politics. Even in his bio, it says state-affiliated media. Twitter is what Elon wants to say is the new news. People coming to Twitter, unfiltered news from the community, just getting the real facts in real time. The Matrix, as always, is attacking as one would like to say. And who is the one I am referring to? It's Andrew Tate. But before we get into Andrew Tate in the Matrix, I know he is tweeting. So I know there's not too much to cover with Andrew Tate, but he is still tweeting from custody. I believe his assistant did get out over the weekend. So Wow, I don't know if I could find his Twitter right now. That's weird. Anyway, there was new Twitter files over the weekend. If you guys did take interest in this, it is the Russiagate files with the release the memo hashtag. All of this, again, is very political. Twitter was warning politicians and the media that they didn't only lack evidence, but had evidence that accounts weren't Russian. So basically, a bunch of these accounts that they were claiming were a part of the Russian hoax, blah, 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 got taken down. Take a look at the Twitter files. This was Thursday, and I believe this was Friday's Twitter files. It was a supplemental. Again, go take a look at this. It's very political, not getting that deep with the politics. Again, Andrew Tate still in custody. Let's see if we could get his Twitter up here. Yeah, there we go. He is still tweeting from custody. He tweeted an hour ago, "Every day is another chance to decide to change your life, yet you allow life to beat you down to your knees, distracting you from everything you want. Break the trance now." He's talking about freeing the Matrix. He wants to be free from the Matrix, but again, he is still in custody, yet tweeting. And it's like he's tweeting as if he's not in jail. He even tweeted 8 hours ago, "Respect lies on the other side of fear. You must overcome this, or else you'll live your life as a coward for your entire human existence." And he said, "Your life gets better when you get better." Some inspiration, but at the same time, we don't know what's really going on with Andrew Tate. We don't know if he's guilty, if he's not. No evidence is really coming out. It seems as though his lawyer can't even get any information out here. It's pretty dicey. And speaking of the Matrix, hold on, we'll get into that. I want to say hi to more friends in the chat. I see Christopher is here. Kenny, nice to see you. I think I said hi to Kenny already, though. Ken's, nice to see you. Yeah, you think someone is using his Twitter account? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Again, friends, there's so many people here. Make sure you smash the likes. Make sure you show some freaking love to the stream. Over the weekend, there has been drama with Gemini and Barry Silbert, Genesis Group, all of this leading up to the SEC actually getting involved. Now, Gemini, Cameron Winklevoss, wrote an open letter to Barry Silbert. We've gone over this on the show, so I'm not pulling up the receipts again, but Cameron Winklevoss wrote an open letter to Barry Silbert. In that letter, he was saying that DCG, Digital Currency Group, and Genesis were entirely commingled. Barry Silbert denied all of this. Then Cameron Winklevoss put another open letter out to Digital Currency Group saying basically, we want answers. People in Gemini literally are down bad because of what you guys have done. There have been no answers. But meanwhile, the SEC wants to step in, and Gary Gensler again making moves. I saw new people in chat. Johnny, nice to see you. Nordy Guy, my Crypto Space UK, nice to see you. Take a look at this, my friends. This is so, just more fun to keep coming into the space. Crypto firms Genesis and Gemini charged by SEC. Whoa, what just happened? Crypto firms Gemini and Genesis charged by SEC with selling unregistered securities. I do remember this same thing happened with Coinbase not too long ago, with 9 of their coins being listed as unregistered securities. But again, all of this is just such bizarre stuff. The Securities and Exchange Commission on Thursday charged crypto firms Genesis and Gemini with allegedly selling unregistered securities in connection with a high-yield product offered to depositors. Gemini, a crypto exchange, and Genesis crypto lender partnered in February 2021 on a Gemini product called Earn, which we covered last week that they did terminate, which touted yields of up to 8% for customers. According to the SEC, Genesis loaned Gemini users crypto and sent a portion of the profits back to Gemini, which then deducted an agent fee, sometimes over 4%, and returned the remaining profit to its users. Gemini should have registered that product as a securities offering. The SEC officials said in a complaint filed in Manhattan Federal Court. Gemini's Earn program, supported by Genesis lending activities, met the SEC's definition of including both an investment contract and a note, SEC official says. Those two features are part of how the SEC assesses whether an offering is a security. Oi, oi, oi. This is something you guys could read deeper into, but Tyler Winklevoss did tweet, "It's disappointing that the SEC chose to file an action today as Gemini and other creditors are working hard together to recover funds. This action does nothing to further our efforts and help earn users get their assets back. Their behavior is totally counterproductive." This is from, again, Tyler Winklevoss's main Twitter account, if you guys do want to look that up. He further says, "As a matter of background, the EARN program was regulated by the NYDFS, and we've been in discussions with the SEC about the EARN program for more than 17 months. They never raised the prospect of any enforcement action until after Gemini paused withdrawals on November 16th. Despite these ongoing investigations, the SEC chose to announce their lawsuit to the press before notifying us. Super lame. It's unfortunate that they're optimizing for political points instead of helping us advance the cause of 340,000 EARN users and other creditors. We look forward to defending ourselves against this manufactured parking ticket, and we will make sure this doesn't distract us from the important recovery work we're doing. But seriously, what is the point of urgency here? The EARN program has been shut down for almost 2 months. For the avoidance of doubt, Gemini has always worked hard to comply with all relevant laws and regulations. Any suggestion to the contrary is unsupported by the facts. Oh, and on a more positive note, Bitcoin hit 19K today. Onward. Tyler is still bullish on the space, as he should be. Why wouldn't you? However, this is just FUD. More FUD coming into the space. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know the securities aspect of it. But it's just, again, like Tyler Winklevoss pointed out, they've been in discussions with the SEC about the EARN program for more than 17 months. Why now has there been thoughts raised about it? And especially this happened as Bitcoin was pumping. The SEC didn't even tell them about this, just went to the media. As you can see, Gary Gensler actually made such a cute video for us. If you want to go on his Twitter, he said, "We at the SEC charged Genesis and Gemini for the unregistered offer and sale of crypto asset securities through Gemini EARN. Crypto intermediaries need to comply with their securities laws. This protects investors. It promotes trust in markets. It's not optional. It's the law." Well, you're laying down the law, Gary. And this is so funny. This video, if you guys look through it, he's saying, what do seatbelts have to do with crypto lending? Literally has a nice little edit going on, talking about it doesn't matter if your car's electric, if it's gas, where it's going. There's no reason to treat crypto markets differently than the rest of the cap. Yeah, like, you know what? I could just play this for you. Hold on.
A car is four-wheel drive, two-wheel drive, whether it runs on gasoline or electricity, drivers and passengers deserve to be protected. Similarly, our federal securities laws protect investors. There's no reason to treat crypto markets differently from the rest of the capital markets just because it uses a different technology. Compliance with our laws protect the investing public. Unfortunately, some platforms that offer crypto lending aren't complying with the requirements. Consider this hypothetical. Bob runs an app that promotes 7% returns, and Alice and millions of other everyday investors put their asset in Bob's app. Disclosures help Alice understand what Bob is doing with her assets. How is he funding the promised return? Is he running a hedge fund, for instance? In essence, what risk is he taking? Notably, it doesn't matter what kinds of asset Alice put into Bob's app. Cash, gold, Bitcoin, chinchillas, or anything else. It's what Bob does that determines the protections provided by our laws. That's what the Securities and Exchange Commission found in a recent settlement with the crypto.
So again, he talks about BlockFi, he talks about a few other things. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a snippet of what's going on here. He put out that nice little video for us saying that he wants to protect us. Well, friends, if you, again, did your research, looked into Gemini, looked into what staking was, earning interest, what that means, of course, you could protect yourself. Again, this happens so much where they say they want to protect us. And again, are they really? Nash, how are you? I would like to charge him for being a crook. That's funny. Olive, nice to see you. Geronimo, Yeah, he is a little full of it. Flat smack. Travis. Yep. Collatery. Yep. Meninja. Good morning. Crypto Surfer. Nice to see you. Yeah, guys, this is a little weird. Again, stick in your convictions. Gemini, Tyler even said they have been in communications with the SEC for a long time now, so this is kind of coming out of nowhere. I do hope Gemini comes out of it. Gemini is actually one of the few exchanges that I actually have access to in New York. I have basically Coinbase and Gemini has been working pretty good. I wasn't staking on there or anything because, of course, I know the risk to that. If anything goes down like it did, then if I had money that I wanted on there, money that I couldn't lose, I would be down bad, which is why I self-custody and keep my stuff in my own wallet, because sometimes losing the keys to your crypto is straight up not worth it. It's not worth it. Hey, what a mess. And speaking of messes, FTX contagion continues a little bit here. Brett Harrison, who was the former president of FTX US, he put out a thread, a 49-part thread. So, of course, I'm not reading the whole thread to you guys today. I did read it, by the way. Brett Harrison did leave FTX. He started off with many have asked questions about my time at FTX US and why I left what I did. As I indicated earlier this week, I'm happy to begin sharing my experiences and perspective publicly. He worked at FTX US for 17 months. He did know Sam Bankman Fried beforehand. He casually asked casually asked Brett to join FTX over text message in March 2021. He said he was his former colleague at Jane Street and had fond memories of his presence there. Within this thread, Brett starts to go into how he actually started changing as a person. He said his first few months at FTX US were wonderful. He thought it was like everything was okay. But he said, but from the start, I noticed that while Sam was rarely engaged on the U.S. business, decisions impacting the U.S. would come without warning from the Bahamas. He said after 6 months into his time into the company, there were some cracks starting to form in his relationship with Sam, how he started to view FTX US. He said here, I wasn't sure what accounted for the dramatic change I saw in Sam. He said there were dramatic outbursts from Sam. The business relationship with him was starting to change. He even said here, there was tremendous pressure to not disagree with Sam, but I did so anyway. At that time, and for all of my time at FTX US, his influence over the media, FTX's partners, the venture capital industry, and the traditional finance industry was pervasive and unyielding. Standing up to an insecure, prideful manager is hard under any circumstance, but it's nearly impossible when every day, every major voice of culture and commerce deafens you with the narrative that implies if you disagree with your manager, you clearly must be wrong. He said he wasn't the only one that disagreed with Sam. Over the months, he argued for enacting sensible hiring policy, for staffing FTX US with a C-suite of experienced officers, for transparent communication between Sam and the FTX US leadership. He said, he goes on to say he felt terrible. In April 2022, it was his 11th month there, and he made one last try. He said he wrote a formal complaint about what he saw to be the largest organizational problems inhibiting FTX's future success, and he said that he would resign if the problems weren't addressed. He said he was threatened on Sam's behalf that he would be fired and that Sam would destroy his professional reputation, and Brett was instructed to formally retract what he'd written and to deliver an apology to Sam that had been drafted for him. So he basically, he said, hey, you're not allowed to say that. Here's an apology we wrote for you. Make sure you put that out and retract what you said. Oh, that was crazy. Poor guy. Brett went through a lot. He said that event solidified his decision to leave, and he knew an abrupt departure would be harmful, and he wanted to best position the company for future success after he left. Did he know anything that happened? I'm not too sure, but he did see some things going wrong, so he decided to step out. He said he did go on to thank a lot of people for helping him, being supportive, because he said after he left FTX US, everyone was asking questions like, is FTX investing? Is Sam okay? People were asking him if he was in charge of doing some nefarious activity, which he did deny. And he said he is grateful from the bottom of my heart to those who showed me unwavering trust and support through the turbulence of the last 2 months. And he's honored to have people by his side. Overall, Brett Harrison, he got out while he could because he did see things going wrong. Again, I know BitBoy, aka Ben Armstrong, was talking about Brett Harrison stepping down as something that maybe was a signal that things weren't right at FTX, and indeed that was correct. OG Back Road Crypto Bootleg. Nice to see you. David, nice to see you. Yes, friends, get your keys off, get your crypto off of the exchanges. Samantha, 14K incoming. Damn, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Anyway, friends, make sure you smash those likes. Make sure you subscribe. I see so many people in this chat right now. There is a little bit of negative news. Quote, please believe me. Cryptos are nothing but gambling. RBI Gov calls for outright ban. Reserve Bank Governor of India on Friday reiterated his call for an outright ban on cryptocurrencies, saying these are nothing but gambling and perceive their value as nothing but make-believe. To further its opposition to such currencies and also take a lead over the central banks, the RBI recently launched its own digital currency. We talked about this on the show, friends, remember? For the first wholesale in late October. Speaking at Business Today event, Das reiterated the need for an outright ban on cryptos, saying though those supporting it call it an asset or a financial product, there is no underlying value in it, not even a tulip. Every asset, every financial product has to have some underlying value, but in the case of crypto, there is no underlying, not even a tulip, and the increase in the market price of cryptos is based on make-believe. So anything without any underlying, whose value is dependent entirely on make-believe, is nothing but 100% speculation, or to put it very bluntly, it is gambling, the governor says. Ugh, wow. That's FUD if you call it. That if you could say, what does FUD mean? This is definitely it. And again, like he was saying, this is from an actual government website about the central bank digital currency that was launched by the banks in India. This did start in October 7, 2022 is when the concept note was originally launched. The pilot wholesale segment known as the Digital Rupee Wholesale was launched on November 1st, 2022, with the use case being limited to the settlement of secondary transactions in the government securities. Use of this is expected to make their interbank market more efficient. A settlement in central bank money would reduce transaction costs by preempting the need for settlement guarantee infrastructure or for collateral to mitigate settlement risk. The pilot in retail segment known as Digital Rupee Retail was launched on December 1st, 2022 with a closed user group comprising participating customers and merchants. Again, CBDC in India, it's already out. It went through all it needs to go through and now it's in retail. And it says it's in a pilot group, but it says it already rolled out like a bunch of other stuff. Again, CBDCs, I talk about it a lot. It's something we have to watch out for. Of course, India's going to FUD crypto. Of course, they're going to FUD crypto. Why? Because they have an agenda. They have the CBDC that they want to push. Central bank digital currencies is no good, friends. We know that. That is not just an eclipse on your financial life. It's an eclipse on your life as a whole. You need permissionless money. You need trustless money. That is Bitcoin. You need a decentralized banking system, DeFi. Support yourselves, friends. Get money that belongs to you. In other news, which I feel this is so whack, this is probably one of the most whack pieces of news I've seen in a while. Blockchain Bray, it's okay that you're late, friend. You're not late. You're early in my eyes. Anytime you're here is a good time. Take a look at this, Bray. Take a look at this, fam. 3 Arrows Capital founders, Zhu and Davies, pitched to raise how much? $25 million for a new crypto exchange. You are going to laugh at this, guys. Su Zhu and Kyle Davies, the founders of collapsed crypto hedge fund 3 Hours Capital, are hoping to raise $25 million to start a new crypto exchange called GTX, according to the 2 separate pitch decks obtained by The Block. News of the fundraise comes 2 months after FTX imploded, leaving more than 1 million creditors out of pocket. The new exchange takes advantage of this situation by offering depositors the ability to transfer their FTX claims to GTX and receive immediate credit in a token called USDG. The pitch said. The exchange's name is even a spin on FTX, with the one GTX pitch deck saying that with the opening line, friends, because G comes after F. So this, again, it seems like a joke. Listen, they might actually be trying to do it, but it's just GTX because G comes after F. That's crazy. And now they have their new token called USDG. Now, is Gary Gensler going to step in on this one? Is he going to say, hey, this is a security, or he's going to let this go? The 3 Hours Capital pair are partnering with Mark Lamb and Sudhu, who founded CoinFlex, a crypto exchange which is in the process of restructuring. The exchange's executive team is also made up of several CoinFlex executives, including the firm's general counsel and chief technology officer, per one of the decks. This is actually so funny. And they just resurfaced. Again, it even says here they were both quiet for some time, but then they came back. Even if you want to go on Suzu's Twitter, hold on, let me try to pop this up, because I remember when Suzu originally came back to Twitter and he was talking about SBF. Let's take a gander, friends. Actually, let me go on SBF's Twitter. It might be easier to find. Yeah, so I remember when Suzu first came back to Twitter. There we go, December 9th. When he came out of hiding, December 8th, he said, had a call yesterday with a friend who asked, how come you and Do Kwon came back right after FTX went down? Is it just to deflect from your own business? I replied, Do Kwon has been building on Luna Classic and Luna 2 literally continuously and hasn't taken more than a week off of Twitter. And as for myself, I firmly said we were hunted since my July Bloomberg interview. Go back and read it. Simply the truth, but no one so inconvenient that at that time my own advisors didn't want me to say it because it could be bad optics and be seen as deflecting. Again, Suzu talking smack, came back on December 8th. SBF said he made a lot of mistakes, but this wasn't one of them. There's no evidence, so he tried to call out Suzu. But again, Luna 2, Luna Classic. Did anyone really trust that? Does anyone really trust Luna Classic? I'm not sure. And then now you have GTX. Would you trust them to put your crypto on this exchange? Would you put any funds on here? Echo Leaf, moo indeed. I feel like gurring. I feel like roaring like a dinosaur. Like roar, roar, roar. Like what is going on here? Hugo Boss, this is crazy. Roy, I don't know. Yeah, yes, man. They definitely left people wrecked. Scott, it will be what FTX devolves into. But would anyone want to do that? Would anyone trust them? Would you put your funds on GTX? Would anyone put their funds on GTX? I know I wouldn't. They probably wouldn't even get approved in New York, so I wouldn't even have the option anyway, because New York, I'm closed off to everything. I'm claustrophobic over here, friends. I want to invest. I want to zest and invest. But I can't because I'm in New York and I'm stuck. I'm stuck, friends. I'm stuck. Where should I move? If I do move, where should I move? Anyway, I want to talk about something nice. I want to talk about something bullish. This space is beautiful. Despite all the FUD that people put out there, it's a beautiful space. And you know what's going to make it even more beautiful? Gen Z, my friends. Freaking Gen Z. We're going to take over this. We're going to take over. And it's only a matter of time. Now, if you guys have been following my journey since 2020, I have been going to conferences, talking to any age, middle school, high school, college students. Went to my old high school, taught 2 investing classes about Bitcoin last May. Went again to Utah Valley University. What was it? Last November? 2 Novembers ago. Beautiful experience. Gen Z wants to come into crypto. Now take a look at this. Go Texas. Go Texas. One of the largest U.S. colleges has begun teaching students about Bitcoin. Classroom adoption of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency courses continue to skyrocket, with Texas A&M now being the largest U.S. state college to offer the United States College, to offer a Bitcoin course to some of its 74,000 plus students. The news was just announced on January 13th by Associate Professor Korak Ray of Mays Business School at Texas A&M, who will be teaching the Bitcoin Protocol course to students in College of Engineering and Mays Business School when the spring semester starts on January 17th. So that is tomorrow. Tomorrow, friends, Bitcoin will be taught at Texas A&M. I actually commented on this teacher's post. He said he'll be teaching the first ever Bitcoin class at Texas A&M this spring. He said he'll be following programming by Jimmy Song, and it took months to get the class approved, but they finally made it. This is only the beginning. I'm telling you, friends, this is only the beginning. Other universities are now offering cryptocurrency courses. This includes Harvard, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Oxford University, National University of Singapore, Cornell, and the University of California, Berkeley. I am telling you, Gen Z is getting educated. This is only the beginning. Crypto will be in the curriculum. I was too early for that. I was too early. When I was applying to colleges, 2 years ago now, I'm old. When I was going to apply for colleges, not one school had any club, any course, nothing even close related to Bitcoin and blockchain. Now this is being offered at Texas A&M. This is huge. And you know Texas is very, very crypto forward. Fort Worth, Texas, they're mining Bitcoin out there. The government is mining Bitcoin. I'm telling you, once Gen Z gets into this space, whoever gets Gen Z into this space, whoever's pushing for Gen Z get into this space, whether you're running a conference, whether you're a college professor, any person, you will win. The students you teach will win. Because again, once Gen Z comes into the space, it will not be the same. And a lot of crypto conferences and projects are not targeting Gen Z when it's a mistake. Projects should target Gen Z. Now, of course, a lot of them are for adults, and that's fine. But getting the younger generation is where all the zest happens, where all the innovation, where all the good vibes is coming from the younger generation. All the adoption, all the money movement will be from Gen Z. And that's why I'm here, my friends, to spread crypto and NFT adoption to Gen Z and educate the masses on cryptocurrency. Friends, thank you for supporting my journey as well. I've had such an amazing journey for almost 3 years now. I started this when I was 17, and now I'm almost 20 years old, a month away from turning 20. Speaking of being older and turning 20, please check out this co-tweet from the Dev and I today. We were talking, this is about what happens to me when I turn 20. Please give it some love. When I turn 20, drop some suggestions on this tweet. What should I do? Drop some comments after the stream is over. Let us know what we should do. This is an amazing journey that I'm a part of, and I thank every single one of you for supporting it. Everyone watching this live stream, everybody that smashes those likes, that comments on my posts, that even sits here and watches, and even people that, super chat and contribute sometimes. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. There's no other community I want to be a part of. There's no other revolution I want to partake in but this one. It's going to change lives. No doubt. Narku, I hope I said your name right. I'm 22 and been in crypto for 4 years. Started with sheesh coins and now hold over 50k XRP. Good for you, fam. 22. We're so close in age. I'm happy you're here. Thank you for coming. Sumant, I turned 26 this year. Oh, yay. Let's go. Oh, we have some young peoples in the chat. Nice to see you. Wow. Nash, you're 51. You're still young, fam. My Crypto Space UK, one love, 100%. One love. Friends, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Echo Leaf, holotropic, breathwork helps calm the mind when trading. Yeah, you need to calm your minds when trading. We have Bitcoin still. We have Bitcoin over $21,000 still. Let me take a look. What do you guys feel? 46% of you guys said to the question, has the bull run returned? 46% of you guys said, yes, the Bitcoin bulls are back. Let's get it, friends. Let's get it. I hope the bull run is back, but either way, we're still here, friends. We are still getting after it. We still believe in this space because, again, it's not about number go up. It's not about making 100x. It's about being a part of the revolution. It's about being your own bank and being self-sovereign, having money that belongs to you, that no one can tell you where to transact it, what to do with it. It's all on you. Maybe scary at first, but it's amazing. Once you have that crypto in your wallet, it's amazing. Take your crypto off of the exchanges, put it in your wallet, stay safe. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for your support. I hope to see you guys later today. 4 p.m. Eastern, I will be back with Crypto Jack. He's so awesome, really cool guy. I'm dropping the link right here in the live chat. Please set your reminders for that later. It's 12:39 p.m. right now, 4 p.m. Eastern. I will be back for the Missing Crypto Show with Crypto Jack. And then tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern, I'll be back for the Daily Zest as well. Here all week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I got you. Thank you guys so much. Again, if you're enjoying the show, please like, subscribe, share the stream out with friends, comment after this is over. Let me know if you enjoyed the show. I freaking love every single one of you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you later. And as always, stay zesty. Peace.